Hey guys, welcome to New Craft Workshop. Welcome back to my shop if you've been here before, and if you haven't, welcome in. So we're going to get right into this build today. I've got my diagrams here from SketchUp. I've got my cut list ready to go. First thing we need to do is get everything cut down to length. Then we're going to head over to the table saw and we're going to put some bevels on a few of these cuts, as well as taper the two armrests. So let's get right into it. I have not yet made a tapering jig for my table saw, so I'm going to make a temporary one. I'm just going to line up the board where I want the taper cut, tack in place a stop block in the back and a stop block along the side, run this through my table saw and accomplish the same thing. All I'm doing here is setting up my table saw to cut a couple of the pieces at a 20-degree bevel and one of the pieces at a 35-degree bevel. Okay, 2 more steps and we are ready for assembly. 4 pieces need pocket hole screws, and then every component to this chair is going to get ran across a 45-degree chamfer bit on the router table that you see here. This is a table we just built 2 weeks ago, and the video is up on our channel. If you haven't watched that video, when you're done with this one, head on over to our channel and give that thing a view. Make yourself one of these router tables. You are going to love it. All right, let's get this thing assembled. First things first, I talk all the time on my channel about how much I hate my T-track. So today I'm actually going to say it's going to come in a little handy. I'm using my T-track, which I know is straight, to represent the ground. And I'm going to line up the bottom of this front leg, the bottom of this angled cut on the back leg. And that's going to give me the exact spot to mark where this is going to attach to that front riser. So now I know exactly where to put this, and I'm going to be level on the ground. All right, so now that we have our location marked, we're simply going to put this together with some glue and some screws. Again, we're going to use Titebond 3, and we are using the blue pocket hole screws. And this thing is always clogged up. All right, maybe. There we go. And my pen seems to disappear all the freaking time. All right, we're going to get this put together. Glue, tack it in place with a few brads, countersink, pre-drill, drive in some screws. Once this is assembled, this and our legs are going to go together. So, grab some screws. Give me a second. Off camera, I'm going to lose my mind with this freaking glue bottle. So, I didn't bother cutting this particular board at the same angle as the taper is on our arms. This is in the back of the chair, kind of hidden. It's not really going to see it, but if you want to cut this at the angle, feel free. I just didn't because, like I said, no one's going to see it. I guess if I turned this on, that would help. Right here, I'm simply driving in one brad. I just want to check my distance here to make sure that we are square before I finish driving in, and of course I'm not, so let's make sure we are nice and square. All right. And yes, I'm taking this sticker off. That's why I didn't do it already, because it's a pain in the ass. So I'm putting in one screw in each leg. So again, I can measure my distance here, measure my distance back here, make sure that we are spaced evenly before I drive that second screw in. There's no adjustments after that. And to all of you guys that have suggested that I get a glue bottle, I guess I'm going to have to give in and get a glue bottle because this is driving me absolutely crazy today. So, see if I can make it through this without blowing a gasket. Okay, so yep, we're a little off. This is our front brace, and this is why, if you can see this right here, this is why we cut this at a 20-degree angle. We want this nice and flush with this. So next step, glue, pocket hole screws, same as last time. And for those of y'all wondering why earlier I wasn't using a clamp, I'll be using a clamp in just a second because I'm not going to be able to hold this all in place. All right. So we're going to get these back slats in place. And this last 2x4 that we cut is going to go here, give us support across the bottom for our backrest pieces as well as to sturdy up this frame. So we're just going to move this until this is flush. We know our angle is there, and we can mark this like we did the board earlier. And I am going to flip this over and do the other side just to make sure that everything is perfectly lined up. And we're gonna glue and pocket hole screw this thing in place as well. And between my pen and my rag, I literally can't keep them around. If anybody sees my rag, comment down below. Let me know where it is.
8 hours later.
And I'm just lining this top edge up right here with the top edge of the bottom leg. Now all we're going to do is install our back pieces, glue, and brads.
Right here, all I'm doing is tacking everything in place. The pieces that make up the backrest as well as the seat are just going to get put in place with some glue, a couple brads to hold them until the glue sets, and then this thing is done. Okay, and that is it, guys. This thing is wrapped up. We've taken a traditional Adirondack chair design and given it a sleek, modern flair. This is a New Craft Workshop original. Hope you guys take the time to make one of these. As I said at the beginning of our video, our website is in production. We should have plans up hopefully within the next 2 to 3 weeks. If you guys decide to make one of these, please send me pictures to my Instagram or email them to me through the website. We have a page on our website, and on our Instagram, we always post users' builds. So get out in the shop, build some stuff, and we will catch you on YouTube.